In this video, we will explain absolutely everything you need to know to travel to Rio de Janeiro, the marvelous city. This is the definitive guide and the most complete video you will watch today about Brazil's postcard. The place where nature mixes with concrete in a unique way in the world, where samba echoes in Lapa, and where the sunset at Arpoador is applauded standing up every day. We will cover everything from the logistics of which airport to choose to avoid traffic, how to visit Christ the Redeemer without waiting in mile-long lines, and what is the secret to enjoying a beach like a true local carioca. We will also tell you about safety, which is the biggest question for those traveling there, and where to eat the best feijoada with a view. So let us get started. Rio de Janeiro is a city that has a different energy. It intimidates with its geographical beauty. You have the largest urban forest in the world, lagoons, beaches, and mountains living alongside a vibrant metropolis. The local carioca is informal lives in flip-flops and knows how to enjoy life outdoors. Now let us move on to logistics and planning. What is the best time to visit Rio? The best time for sightseeing is autumn and spring, especially April-May, October and November. The temperature is pleasant and it rains less. Summer from December to March is the high season. The city boils at 100 degrees. Fahrenheit, the beaches get crowded and it rains a lot in the late afternoon. It is the time of Carnival and New Year's Eve when the city is most expensive and full. Winter from June to August is my favorite time. The days are beautiful. The sky is blue without clouds, it rains very little, and the temperature stays around 77 degrees. You can go to the beach peacefully and climb the viewpoints with perfect visibility. And how many days to stay? Rio is infinite. To see the basics, Christ Sugarloaf, and beaches, 3 days are enough. But to explore the botanical garden, the historic center, Barra da Tijuca, and go hiking, the ideal is 5 to 7 full days. Now let us talk about transportation and how to get around. To arrive, you have 2 airports. Santos Dumont SDU is the best. It is in the city center, has an incredible landing view, and you arrive in the South Zone in 15 minutes by Uber. Galeão Gig is the international one. It is further away, and the route to the tourist zone passes through the Red Line Expressway, which can have heavy traffic. To get around the city, the metro is excellent, clean and safe. It connects the center, the South Zone, Copacabana, Ipanema, and goes up to Barra da Tijuca. Use it without fear. Uber works very well and is essential to go to places where the subway does not reach, such as Christ the Redeemer or Santa Teresa. The VLT is a modern tram that circulates in the center and is great for going from Santos Dumont to the museums. Avoid renting a car if you are staying in the South Zone. Traffic is chaotic, parking is extremely expensive, and the dry law alcohol prohibition for drivers is strict. Staying in a good region will define the style of your trip. The first option, and the most noble, is Ipanema and Leblon. These are the safest, chicest neighborhoods with the best beach. You have the best restaurants and shops within walking distance. It is more expensive but worth the investment for the tranquility. The second option is Copacabana. It is the most famous neighborhood full of historic hotels and options for all budgets. It is more chaotic and busy but has everything close by. The third option is Botafogo. It is a strategic neighborhood with a view of Sugarloaf Mountain, many young bars, and easy subway access. It has no beach for swimming, but the vibe is great. The fourth option is Barra da Tijuca. It is ideal for those who want cleaner and extensive beaches, giant malls, and resort-style hotels. The problem is that it is far from the classic tourist attractions, requiring a lot of travel time. We created this personalized map that explains exactly which is the best region to stay. Staying near Posto 9 or 10 in Ipanema, you cannot go wrong. We will leave here on the screen QR code and in the video description the link to this exclusive map. We created them on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices and reliable options. We will also leave links to the hotels we have already stayed at and approved. In all destinations, we always recommend one that is very cheap and super well located for those who want to save money, and another that is a little better in the same location but a little more expensive with more comfort. These are great options tested by us. An important tip to save on accommodation is the advanced strategy. Rio hosts major events like Rock in Rio and Carnival. On these dates, book 6 months in advance. That is why we really like using this site we indicated. In addition to having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation with almost all hotels. You can book as soon as possible to guarantee a much lower price. And if you need to cancel later due to any change of plans, it is super easy and at no cost. And remembering that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to set up your entire trip for the lowest price on a single page. The sites we use to build our trips and that have everything much cheaper, such as national travel insurance that covers lost luggage tickets for Christ and Sugarloaf with discount and skip the line access, good and cheap hotels we have already stayed at. Save this page in your favorites. Now let us get to the main attractions with details you cannot miss. Attraction number 1 is Christ the Redeemer. There are 2 main ways to go up. The most traditional is the Corcovado train, which goes up through the Atlantic Forest. The other is by official van leaving from Copacabana or Largo do Machado. The golden tip is to go at the first time slot in the morning at 8 o'clock to be able to take a picture without a crowd in front of you. The view from up there is emotional. Attraction number 2 is Sugarloaf Mountain. The cable car ride has 2 stops, Morro de Urca and Sugarloaf. The view is considered by many to be more beautiful than that of the Christ. Try to go in the late afternoon to see the sunset from up there. Then go down and eat a pastel at Moreta de Urca, drinking a beer overlooking the bay. Attraction number 3 are the beaches. In Copacabana, walk along the Portuguese stone boardwalk and take a picture with the statue of Carlos Drummond de Andrade. In Ipanema, go to Posto 9 to see beautiful people and applaud the sunset at Pedra do Arpoador, which is a karaoke ritual. Attraction number 4 is the Botanical Garden. It was created by the King Dom João VI. Walk through the alley of imperial palms, see the orchid house, and have a coffee in the tranquility of the park. Next door is Parque Lage, a mansion with a pool in the middle that yields beautiful photos at the foot of Corcovado. Attraction number 5 is the Center and the Olympic Boulevard. Visit the Museum of Tomorrow, which has a futuristic architecture designed by Calatrava. See Cobra's Ethnicities mural. Have a coffee at Confeitaria Colombo, which is historic and luxurious. And climb the Celeron Steps in Lapa, that colorful staircase with tiles from all over the world. Attraction number 6 is the Maracanã. For those who like soccer, watching a Flamengo or Fluminense game here is an anthropological experience. If there is no game, take the guided tour to see the pitch and the locker rooms. Attraction number 7 is the nature of the Tijuca Forest. It is the largest urban forest in the world. Visit the Tanay Waterfall and the Chinese View, a viewpoint with an oriental pagoda that has one of the most complete views of the South Zone. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for Christ and Sugarloaf in advance online. Lines on the spot can take hours, and train times sell out. We will leave in the QR code on the screen and in the description the link to the site where we buy tickets safely and with skip the line access. Now let us move on to gastronomy. Rio has unique flavors. You need to try mate with Biscoito Globo on the beach. It is the official snack of the Carioca. The iced tea comes in a metal gallon, and the manioc starch biscuit can be sweet or salty. Feijoada is sacred, especially on Saturdays. Restaurants like Casa de Feijoada in Ipanema or Bar do Mineiro in Santa Teresa serve complete versions. Botecos bars are an institution. Order a cold draft beer, shrimp pie, or codfish cake in classic places like Belmonte or Bracarense in Leblon. For a soap opera breakfast, go to Copacabana Fort. Confeitaria Colombo has a branch there overlooking the entire beach. Quick and in-depth shopping tips. The hippie fair of Ipanema happens on Sundays at General Osorio Square and is great for handicrafts and paintings. Serra in the center is a labyrinth of streets with popular stores where you can find everything for very low prices. Carioca brands of beachwear and printed clothes like Farm are cheaper here than in the rest of Brazil and have beautiful street stores in Ipanema. What to do at night? Lapa is the cradle of Bohemia. The Lapa arches are illuminated and the streets are full. Go to Rio Cenarium, an old 3-story mansion with antique decoration and live samba. It is safe and touristy. For something more, roots. Pedra do Sal on Monday has a free samba circle on the street in the historic birthplace of samba. The Botafogo neighborhood, nicknamed Bota Soho, has cool bars in the region of Nelson Mandela Street. And if you are traveling with kids, Rio has Aqua Rio, the largest marine aquarium in South America, which kids love. Next door is Biopark, a modern zoo without cages. The pedal boat ride on Rodrigo de Freitas Lagoon is a relaxing classic. And of course, the beach is the biggest playground there is. Mandatory documentation and safety. Documentation, valid passport for international tourists. Safety. Rio requires attention but no paranoia. The rule is not to flaunt. Do not walk with gold chains, expensive watches, or a camera hanging around your neck. On the beach, do not leave your things alone on the sand to enter the sea. At night, prefer Uber to walking in empty streets. Be smart and act like a local. And to combine your trip, the state of Rio is incredible. You can combine the capital with the lakes region, going to Buzios and Arraial do Cabo, which have Caribbean blue sea. Or go to the Green Coast to visit historic Parati and the paradisiacal Ilha Grande. If you liked this complete and deep guide about Rio de Janeiro, like the video, and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a safe trip.